Hello everyone! Welcome back to Vigyan Academy for Maths and Science. And in this video, I'm going to talk about an interesting topic with you all. That is bones and muscles, which is a second lesson of 5th standard science from Ashton publication textbook of ICSE board. In this lesson, we will be covering the objectives are the skeleton system, the human skeleton, structure of bone, the skull, the backbone, the ribs, the limbs, joints, types of joints, muscular system, working of muscles, types of muscles, and healthy bones and muscles. Now let's have a look on the skeleton system. Do you know what is a skeleton system? A hard framework provided by our bones supporting soft parts of our body is called as skeleton or skeletal system. Can you see these images? These are the images of skeleton. Now what does it do in our body? So it gives shape and support to our body. It also protects the softer inner organs of our body such as heart or lungs. A child has about 300 bones, whereas an adult has 206 bones. Bones grow as we get older, and that's the reason adults are having less bone in comparison to the children's. Although the individual bones are hard, several of them can move at the place where they are joined to other bones, so that we can move several parts of our body. Now, let's have a look on the human skeleton. So the bone present on our head is called as skull. The bone present on our shoulder are called as shoulder blade. The bone present in between our chest is called as breastbone. And the bone protecting our hearts and lungs are called as ribs. The bone present in our hip are called as hip bone. The bone present in our thigh are called as femur, whereas the bone present in our leg, there are two types of bone. One is the thicker one that is called as shin bone, and the thinner one is called as calf bone. Next, the bone present in our backbone are called as spine, whereas the bone present in our hand are called as humerus, and the bone present in our collar are called as collarbone. Now let's have a look on the structure of bone. From outside, bones feel smooth and hard. They are soft and spongy from inside, as you can see in this image. These are called as soft bone or spongy bone. The inside portion is called the bone marrow, which contain living cells and blood vessels. As you can see in this image, these are the blood vessels. In the bone marrow, the blood cells of our body are made. Between two bones, there is a tough elastic substance called cartilage. It stops bones from rubbing against each other. And this is the outer part of the bone, which is called as hard bone. Now let's have a look on the skull. The skull is the bony structure that surrounds and protects our brain. It is made up of 22 bones. Our skull bones are just under our skin, thus it's easier to feel them by our finger. This is the image of our skull. Can you see some holes in it? Yes, and these holes are for eyes, nostrils, mouth, and ears. Our teeth are fixed with the jaw bones. The lower jaw is the only bone in the skull that can move, which enable us to talk, and the skull is connected to the top of the backbone. Let's have a look on the structure of the skull. These two holes in our skull is for eyes, and this one is for nose. These all are our teeth. This is our lower jaw. Now let's have a look on the backbone. The backbone is also called as the spine or the vertebral column. This is the image of a backbone, which is made up of 33 small bones, and each bone is called as vertebra. The spine for the central supporting rod of the skeleton and help us to stand straight. It also protects the spinal cord, which contain nerves and blood vessels. And the backbone, it is located over here in the downside. The vertebra can move over each other, which allows us to bend and twist our back. Now let's talk about the ribs. The ribs are narrow curved bone that form a cage to protect the heart and lungs. This is the image of ribs, and in this image you can see that how the lungs and hearts are protected by the ribs. There are 12 pair of ribs. 10 of these are attached to the backbone at the back and the strong breastbone or the sternum in the front. Can you see this portion? This one is our breastbone. And the last two pair of the ribs are joined to the backbone but not to the breastbone. They are called as floating ribs, which is here in this image you can see. These are called as floating ribs. Now let's have a look on the limbs. Humans have 4 limbs, 2 arms and 2 legs. The longest bone of the body is the thigh bone or the femur. The upper arm has one long bone called humerus, which is attached to the shoulder, which consists of collarbone in front and the shoulder blade at the back. As we can see in this image, this is the bone which is attached with the collarbone and the shoulder blade. So this is our humerus. The lower arm has 2 bones, the radius and the ulna, attached to the lower arm in the hand, which is made up of many small bones. Now let's have a look in this image. As we can see, there are 2 bones. The thicker one is our radius and the thinner one is our ulna. Now let's talk about the lower limbs. The upper leg has one bone called the thigh bones or femur, which is the longest bone of the body. It is attached to the hip bone. As we can see in this image, this is the bone which is attached with the hip bone. So this is our femur. The lower leg has 2 bones, the shin bone in the front and the calf bone at the back. As we can see in this image, this is our calf, which is in the front, and the thicker bone which is at the back is called as shin bone. Attached to the lower leg in the foot, which is made up of many small bones, and we can see in this image that these 2 bones are attached with the many small bones present in our foot. Now let's have a look about the joints. Joint occurs wherever 2 bones meet. They are strong enough to withstand jerks. The bones are held together by strong elastic bands called ligaments. As we can see in this image, wherever the 2 bones are meeting are called as joint. For example, this is our thigh bone and this is our lower leg bone. And where they are meeting, that is the portion of our knee, are having joints. Same way, the elbows are also having the joints of our arm bones and lower hand bones. There are several joints in the body. Different joints allow different types of movement. Only the skull joints not allow any movement. You can move your lower leg only in one direction between your knee. Joint does not allow movement in other direction. However, we can twist our ankle because the ankle joint is different from the knee joint. Now let's have a look on the types of joint. First is hinge joint. This type of joint allow only up and down or backward and forward movement, like a door moving on hinges. Hinge joint are found in our elbows and knees. They are also found in our fingers and toes. As we can see in this image, this is the way hinge joints work, backward and forward. Now this is the image of our knee. Here we can see this is the structure of our knee, which is having a joint of thigh bone and lower leg bones with ligament. Now next is ball and stock joint. This type of joint allows movement in several directions. One of the bones end in a ball can move in several directions. The shoulder and hip joints are of this type. As you can see in this image, the ball is having some cap-like structure which is allowing the ball to move in a several directions. And this is the image of our hip bones where ball and stock joints are present over here, that is between our hip bone and leg bones. Now let's have a look on the other types of joints, that is pivot joint. This type of joint is present between the skull and the top vertebra of the spine. The pointed top of the spine fits into a hole in the skull. It allows you to rotate your head to move it upward and downwards and also side to side. This is the image of a pivot joint. How does it look like technically? And in our body, it is present in our neck, between our spinal cord and our head. Next is sliding joint. This type of joint is present between the surface of two flat bones. The bones can move from side to side as well as backward and forward by sliding over each other. Sliding joints are found in our wrist and ankles. As we can see, this is the image of our ankles, and this is the way it is shown technically how it moves. The only jointless bone in our body is the hyoid bone present in our throat. Now let's discuss about the muscular system. The muscles makes to move the bones of our body. About half the weight of our body is that of muscles. Muscles are made up of bundles of elastic fibers. We have about 650 muscles and each one produces a particular movement. The muscles that move our body parts are attached to our bones by strong fibers called tendons. As we can see in this image, muscles are present in all parts of our body and it helps us to make the movement. Now let's see how does it work. Muscles work by pulling on a bone as they cannot push, therefore at least two separate muscles are needed to move a joint. For example, our arm movements are controlled by two muscles, biceps and triceps. When you want to pull your arm, the biceps, which are joined to the arm in front, become shorter and pull up your lower arm bone. As we can see in this image, this portion is your biceps, which is getting shorter when you're lifting your arm up. When you want to lower your arm, your triceps, which are at the back, become shorter and pull your lower arm bone. As we can see over here, this is our triceps, which is pulling our arms down. Several movements of the bone require many muscles working together. For example, when we smile, our 15 muscles are used while smiling. Now let's talk about types of muscle. Skeletal muscles, that is also called as voluntary muscles. Some muscles are under our control. We can move them when we want. These muscles are called as skeletal or voluntary muscles. When we move our hand or legs, we use our voluntary muscles. Next one is involuntary muscles, or it is also called as smooth muscles. So smooth muscles are found in and around our internal organs, such as stomach or the intestine. They work on their own. You have no control over them. They keep the body system working properly. Next is cardiac muscles. These muscles are present in our heart. They are involuntary muscles that causes the heart to pump blood all over the body. They work throughout your life without stopping and without getting tired. So here is the image of all the three types of muscles. Muscles present in our leg are skeletal muscle, and the muscle present in our heart is cardiac muscles, and the muscles which are present in our intestine are involuntary muscles. Now let's see How to keep our bones and muscles healthy. The more we use our muscles, the bigger and stronger it gets. So, if we want stronger muscles, exercise them regularly. Exercise also makes our bones stronger and healthy. For strong bones, our body needs nutrients, the minerals, calcium and vitamin D. Milk, curd, yogurt, fish and green leafy vegetables such as spinach are good for bones. For strong muscles, we need proteins. Meat, fish, eggs are good for our muscles. For the health of the skeletal system, our posture, that is the way we sit and stand, is also important. We always sit and stand straight, as we can see in this image. Bad posture such as slouching, hunching and slumping creates problems in the spine and other parts of the skeletal system. So to keep it strong, we must sit straight. Now let's see how to sit straight correctly. To sit straight, we can adjust our chair and support our back. And we can keep our eyes at the level of the screen and keep our keyboards and mouse closer to us. Take regular breaks, and also we can rest our feet on the floor and avoid wearing the bifocal lenses. So, from this lesson, we learned about bones, types of bones, joints, types of joints, also muscles, types of muscles, and how does that work in our body. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and even don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest update of my channel.